Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. And in the previous video we have deployed a complete remote desktop services infrastructure with domain controller, one connection broker and web server, and two session host servers. So today we are taking this to next level, and we are going to add our third session host to scale our RDS infrastructure. And I'm going to show you how to do it in the in the production environment to expand your capacity without any downtime. So why adding another session host is going to be one of the biggest question, why you need extra session host server. So in world environment, the users load increases over the time. Let's say today you have 20 users, tomorrow you are going to have a 30 user, 40 user. So users load is going to increase. Also sometime the consumption of the compute on the session host servers required to be upgraded or added horizontal or vertical scaling. So there are different type of nature where you need to add additional session host in your environment. So instead of upgrading a single host vertically, enterprise scale horizontal by adding more server. So it will give you more flexibility when and availability point of standpoint of view. So benefits of adding more server, more session host is definitely going to be improved performance and better load distribution, high availability, and it going to reduce your risk of overload, and maintenance flexibility also going to be added since you have more session host servers, so you can perform maintenance one by one on multiple servers. So this is how production RDS environments grow. So so this is my environment which we have deployed in last video. So in this we are going to use the RD session host 3, which I'm going to add in as a additional session host server in my environment. So we got one Win2K25 DC01, which is my domain control and DNS server, and then RDCB 01, which is my connection broker and web server, and licensing is also going to be installed on the same. I got session host 1, session host 3, and two Windows 11 clients machines. So this is how my environment is configured on the lab environment. So I got my domain controller, connection broker server, and two session host server in production. We are going to add this third session host server in this environment. So so now what is the thing? So what I have done currently, so step by step deployment of RDS session host server on infra. So this is additional server addition. So where I have installed the operating system on my latest or new Windows RD session host server, which is 03, and then I configured the with the static IP and DNS, and then I joined this machine in domain and logged in with domain users, which is RDS admin. So here is my environment. So this is my domain machine, and I got my connection broker. If I log in here, and this is my third server. So I got my session host server 1, 2, and this is the third server which I have just deployed newly. So if I show you, so the basic testing what you should do before moving ahead with the adding this server in session host to RDS infra. So you should make sure your reachability is available with your connection broker, and there is no port blocking and all. So RDCB01, I'm going to test this thing. So Win2K25, so you can see I'm able to reach my connection broker server from this newly deployed session host server. So now this is good. Now on the deployment, I'm going to do the deployment of RDS service. So log into our connection broker and add RDS03 to a server manager. So I'm going to do this. So I'm on my connection broker, so I'll go ahead and add server. So as of now you should be able to see these servers, so connection broker and two session host servers. So I'm going to add my third server now. So here I'll find my third server which is deployed here, RDSH03. So I'll add this server now. So wait for server to come online. So now you can see it coming in progress, so soon it will show you online. So once this is online, then you can go ahead and add session host role to the deployment and reboot the host. So I'm going to do that. So now this is online, so I'll go ahead and start the performance counters to just see excuse me, if there is any performance issue. So now I'll go on my remote desktop session in services, and here you will see I got two session hosts. So I'll go in task and add a RD session host server, and then I'll find my session host server, which is 03. I will add here in right side, click next, and now once this is passed, I go ahead and I will install the role, and then we'll go ahead and reboot the machine, automatically post the installation of session host role. So it's asking one server, one RD server, one server selected, and this may be restarted after role installation. So I'll go ahead and restart a remote computer if as needed, and click on add. Now it will go and install the RD session host server role on this machine, and it will reboot also. So now we have to wait for a few minutes to get the installation done, and then a reboot done for this host, and then we will move to the next step, which is going to be verify the role installation on um, RD session host 3. So let's wait for this installation. So it's going to take I think not more than 2 or 3 minutes to get the installation done, and then it will reboot the machine also. So now you can see almost 50% there, so installation should be done, I guess. Now soon it will send the reboot command to the host. Now you can see the server is getting restarted. So now we can see this server is rebooted. So if I go and log in RDS admin, and I'll put my password. So now if you go and verify, the session host role should be installed on this machine. So now this remote desktop services is installed on this machine, and this is telling no connection broker is added to this poll. So this is what we have verified from session host 3. So now if I go back on my connection broker server, I can see the installation is succeeded, and go ahead and close this. Now the server is available here, so this is good. Now I'll go on my RDS prod collection and go to edit property. Basically we need to go to collection, and you will see here RDS 3 is now available, so this is good. And now on the host servers, I'll go ahead and add a RD session host which is already available, our host number 3. I'll go ahead and click add. So now this will add our RD session host 3 to this collection, so this is good. Now to test this RD3 is working fine, so what we need to do, basically I'll go ahead and disable session host 1 and 2 from this farm, and then we will verify the connection is going on RD3. So this is good. We can see here succeeded. So I'll go ahead and disable do not allow new connection on session host 1 and session host 2. So this is good. Now this session host 3 is only in production, so I'll go ahead and now test this from my Windows client machine, which is verify the user login on session host 3. So now this is my client machine, so I will log in on this machine on RDS. So here I'll go on this page. my RD web page. So now I'll type my password. So now you see here RDS prod, which is my collection which is published. So RD3 session host 3 we added in this RDS prod collection. So this is good. Now I'll go and download this, and once this is downloaded I will go ahead and launch this. So now we'll try to connect. So this is connecting to my connection broker 0 1, and then I'll put my password. So now we have logged into our connection broker, and if I go on now on my connection broker server, if I refresh this, you will see here user 01 is logged in on RDS session host 3. So this is good. Now we have successfully validated our sessions are coming on session host 3. So this is all about this video. So what we have covered today, so today we have successfully scaled our RDS infrastructure by adding an additional session host server, which is session host 3 in our environment. So this is how enterprise grow their remote desktop environment on the basis of requirement. So in this video today we have covered high availability, how we can do a high availability for session host server, and then in next video I'm going to cover the connection broker high availability, RDS performance tuning, licensing optimization, security hiding, all. And if this helps you, please like, subscribe and comment and whatever you want to see in next video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can post them in my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.